now that we have our assets imported, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're working with. Open up your scenes folder and double click the game asset. This is our scene here that we're going to be working in. As you can see here, the level design is way beyond anything that we created in our tile map preview. So let's go through this level just a bit here. So we're going to be starting off in this top cavern area, and we'll go ahead and make our way down. If I select the grid object in the hierarchy, it will actually highlight everything that we can walk between. As you step down here, our player will be able to reach down here, and we're actually going to set up a shopkeeper so that we can purchase items here. As we continue on, we'll be able to jump to these platforms, and if we fall off, we're going to actually be using platform effectors to create a sort of water slide effect, like a conveyor belt. As we progress, we'll then make it to this final castle area, and we're going to add a door on here, and that's going to signify that we've now won the level. So this level was created using all of the assets that were provided for you. It's just that it was created with someone who has more experience and creativity working with level design. So with this level, one of the things that we're going to be doing while we set up our player is also create a form of parallax with our elements here. And we're actually going to be working in a perspective mode. We're also going to be creating this game for Android. We're going to be working with a Galaxy device. So for me, I have a Galaxy S5. That is what I'll be using in this course. At a minimum, I highly recommend you use a Galaxy S5, as that's what I've tested this on previously, and it works really well. In order to prepare for Android development, we are going to need some outside resources. But also what I want to do real quickly, guys, is go over some of the sprites here that we're going to be working with. So currently, we have all of our tiles. We don't need to touch any of this. Our level is 100% finished, and if anything, we're just going to be adding minor cosmetics such as coins throughout or diamonds throughout, just to basically have something to pick up in our game. But for the most part, we're not going to be touching tile map anymore. Our level is designed as is, and we're only going to be working with the other sprites. We have characters. We have multiple moss giant animations. We have a moss giant. We have our player with a bunch of animations that we're going to be setting up. We have our skeleton, and then we also have a unique spider. Throughout this course, we're going to be creating more intelligent systems. We're going to be working with class inheritance. We're going to be working with abstract classes. We're going to be working with interfaces. You're going to gain a lot more coding experience working with Unity and approaching what we're going to be creating from a modular standpoint. So one of the other things we have here are items. We have our candle, chest, lamp that we may place in some places, and then we have all of our UI. So we have our HUD and all the buttons required to make that work. We have our main menu that we're going to be creating, and then here we have our merchant, and that's our shopkeeper who we're going to be setting up as well. So let's go ahead and prepare for mobile development.